Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We're going to continue along here with Feed the Beast. And I made some changes in between episodes. Not major changes. I've sort of just enhanced what we had previously. Didn't do anything new. It was basically old stuff just redid. So the main thing, I guess we could just start with this here. Because as you can see, these are slime leaves. So, for a couple of the recipes, I needed a lot of slime, so I went and found one of the slime islands. If we take a look here, it was right here. Went there, knocked down a tree, got a sapling, brought it back, and then that's the easiest way to get slime. Just keep knocking down slime blocks, replanting the saplings, and keep going. I also changed our flux duct from the lead to the redstone, because the flux duct, the leadstone, it only can carry 1,000 RF, and the redstone can carry 9,000 RF. And the reason I did that is if we take a look at our the dynamos, that's what they are, magnetic dynamos. We're almost out of lava. I had to move that, but this is why I want to get rid of this eventually. But right now our solar panel is not generating enough. If we take a look at this, it's actually on the signolium level. Each one of these are generating 400 RF a tick, and I also created 4 more. So now we have 10. So we are outputting 4,000 RF a tick just using the magnetic dynamos. So I upgraded these and another 2 times in between episodes. We're having a little bit of an issue with lava. I had to move the tank because it completely did the area or the pump in the nether. I had to completely move it, and it doesn't seem like it's working too well. The reason that we're using so much power and so much is going on here is if we take a look down here. This is a power cell. This isn't the reason we have all the power usage, but if I hold shift here, it's holding 20 million RF. So I had this here because say we go completely out of power and everything shuts down. We do have this backup, which is only 256,000. But that drains like instantly. So what I was thinking of is if I have this holding 20 million, I'll go through the recipes for everything here in a second. I just want to explain everything first. So the power cell, it holds 20 million. So if we run out of power, I can turn this plug on and shut the point off. So then this will sort of just be like a battery that can output power to wherever it has to go. So let's go back up here. Let's go ahead and take a look at the recipe for the flux duct. So the redstone energy flux duct is a little different than the other ones. So the leadstone, you just need lead, the glass, and the redstone that creates it, or crafts it. Same with the hardened. It's just invar, 3 leadstone, 3 redstone. No issues there, nothing at all. So if we take a look at the redstone, this is where it gets different. As you can see, this one and this one here, it says empty. So to get the actual flux duct, you have to put it in a fluid transposer with some redstone. It takes 200 redstone, 200 millibuckets, so it's 2 redstones, just to fill one of them. So you got to keep that in mind that you do need another machine just to be able to do this. So the redstone, it's not the actual flux duct isn't expensive. It's just 2 electrum and a hardened glass, and that crafts 6 of them. So it's not bad. There are some other tiers, the signalum, I don't know how to pronounce it, but that transfers 16,000, and then there's also resonant, which transfers 25,000, and then there's also cryo stabilized, and that can transfer as much as possible. So the redstone, like I said, just 2 electrum, hardened glass, thrown in a fluid transposer with 200 millibuckets, which is just 2 redstone thrown into the magma crucible, and you end up with the redstone energy flux duct. So I went ahead and did that in between episodes because, like I said, we were transferring 4,000, and transferring only 1,000 power when you're outputting 1,000, it's a bottleneck. So I crafted those so we shouldn't have any issues with that. Let's go ahead and take a look at this power cell. I didn't know anything about this power cell. I just typed in power or cell, and it came up, and that's what I crafted. So it's through RF Tools, the RF Tools Power. That's a weird name. I did do the high ones, the largest one. As you can see, if you hold shift, it gives you a little bit more information. You can also combine it with other cells to form a big multi-block. I didn't really mess around with that. I sort of just went for the cell. I just crafted it just to have a backup in storage of power, basically. So the power cell high, you need a medium, and then a medium you need a low. So you got to start with the low one first. So you need 4 redstone, simple. A machine frame, which is just 2 lapis or 2 blue dye, 2 gold, 4 iron, simple. Then you need also 4 power core lows. Also very simple. These are all simple recipes. Redstone block, 3 redstone diamond. Simple. So if we step up to the medium, where you have to take your low, place it in the middle, 4 redstone, 4 power core mediums. So this is where it gets a little tricky. You need a block of redstone, 3 redstone, emerald, and then you need dimensional shards. The dimensional shard, you can craft 8 of them by using this recipe here. It looks like a bunch of just random items thrown in there. It basically is. But there is also a dimensional shard ore. And you can only get this from ore generation. No, you can find this in the nether. I'm almost 100% you can find this in the nether. And that might be it. Yeah, that might be it. Yeah, dimensional shard ore. Okay, so you can find it, but it's very rare. So with our ore generation, I had a bunch of that, so I didn't have any issues. But like I said, you can craft it with some random junk thrown in here just to craft 8 of them. So like I said, you need 4 of those, and that makes 1 power core, so you would need 16 of them to be able to make this as well. And then if we take a step up to the high, you have to place your medium in the middle, 4 redstone, and then you also need a power core high, which is basically the same thing that we just did here. Medium. I think instead of the emerald, it might take a diamond. Yeah. So instead of it takes an emerald and a diamond instead of another redstone. So you craft 4 of those, and then that's how you're able to craft your power cell. And like I said, that holds 20 million, so that should be enough for now. It shouldn't take too much more than that. Other than that, I moved the magma crucible and fluid transposer into this room, just so it's a little bit easier. I also have I believe we went through that last episode, but this I did not. So same basic setup as everywhere else, just fluid point, some flux duct, machines, chest. So what I have here is a pulverizer, another pulverizer, and then redstone furnace. So this is my glass making machines. So what you do is you place cobblestone here, it breaks it down into gravel, and then a side output of sand. So it breaks it into gravel. Then gravel goes into this pulverizer and outputs sand and flint. So then the sand, it goes into the redstone furnace, which then goes into the chest. So all I have to do is put a stack of cobblestone here, fill this with cobblestone, and I get 6 stacks of glass. And all I have to do is just grab it and put it in here, and I'm done. I don't have to turn it into sand. I don't have to go get sand. I don't have to do anything crazy. And as you take a look, we have 1.5 thousand glass. So we are going to need a little bit of that for a lot of recipes. So I went ahead and set that up and did a bunch of stuff in between. If we go down to our ore generation here, I did make some changes. I'm sure you can already tell what the changes are. So I didn't like how slowly it was generating the iridium that we need, or rhodium that we need to go to tier 2. This was taking way too long for me. So what I did is I just crafted 3 more. And when I did that, I realized that it uses a lot more power than I thought. So that's why I went ahead and updated and upgraded our dynamos so we can get the power output to be able to run these things. Because each one uses 660. I mean, we got 4 of them here running basically 700, so that's that's 2,800 RF a tick on average. It's not using exactly that, but just a quick calculation. I mean, 660. I mean, you could round it up to 700. No big deal. So that's what we did down here for our ore generation. Now, if we go back up, flip around here. Now, if we go back up here and then we go down here, if we were to take a look at our iron. Ignore all the swords and shovels and stuff. That's from our mob spawner. I'm going to go ahead and set up a little trash can down at the bottom to get rid of those as well. We are almost out of iron. Ignore the ore too, because I just generated overnight. But I used almost all of the iron. I also used a lot of the silver. I just smelted a lot of that today. But we ran into a lot of issues with ores. And the main issue is because if we head down here, you can see the change already. I finished these 3, like I said I was going to, in between episodes. But then I went ahead and made 8 more 64Ks. Let's just say it took about, I don't know, 2-3 hours, if not a little bit longer, because I went ahead and tried making them all at one time. So I got a calculator out, you know, and did I need 3 of these, I need 9 of those, I need 27 of those, but I need 8, and then I need 24, and then 24 times 3 was 92 or something crazy. Like it was a lot. So I kept running out of glass, I kept running out of iron. I actually ran out of redstone at a point, and now we have 884, but I ran out of redstone. I ran out of silver. I ran out of everything. Let's just put it that way. I ran out of a lot of stuff, so it took forever. I actually had to go down and start mining again. Yeah, it wasn't a fun time. It definitely wasn't a fun time. But that's basically what I did in between episodes. Like I said, I'm not going to venture into a new mod or do anything crazy. I'm just going to upgrade what we have just so I can give you guys the basic understanding of what everything is, and then you guys can expand upon that as you wish. But I sort of... It's not like a learning series, I should say. It is sort of like just a playthrough of it. So I could technically have done it, but then it would have been... I mean, it took me 3-4 hours, so I could have made a bunch of cuts and made it into one episode of only a half hour long. But at that point, you're just watching me go from this to a machine, to this, to a machine, to this, to a machine, to this, to a machine, back to here, back to there, back to here, back to there. To me, it's boring. It's tedious work. I wasn't recording it. I wasn't doing anything like that. So that's why I was figuring just do it in between episodes. Don't have to worry about nothing. And I could just listen to some music and just try to get as much done as possible as quickly as possible. So that leaves us with the objective for today, ore processing. So if we take a look, I don't know why I keep going to this crafting grid. Eventually I'm going to get rid of this because I don't need it because I have the wireless, but I'm keeping it for now because I would like to put this in the center of the room so it's centered because it's bothering me. But ore processing. So if we were to go in here and type in ore, we have a lot of ores, and in this state where they're still in ores, it's not helping us at all. It's not helping us. If we run out of tin, we have to come in here, grab a whole bunch of stacks, go throw them in a machine, wait around, wait until it's done, wait until this, wait until that, and then we can finally do something. So what I'm thinking about doing is, it's the same setup as over there, pulverizer, redstone furnace. So what you want to do is sort of like what we have here. You just run the power on the backside. So just think of like 8 of these next to each other, like in a row, and you run power down all of them, and on the top of the pulverizer, you input the ore that you want, and then it automatically goes through to the... Pretend this is a redstone furnace, please. We'll just do these two. So you send the ore in the top, and then it sends it out here, and then the ingots come out the bottom. So what you would need is an importer and an exporter to go into our refined storage. So if we can do that, where we can automatically export ores and then automatically input the ingots, as soon as an ore comes in, it should automatically get sent over to get processed. That's my gist of it. So I went ahead and did all the tedious work already. We're going to be taking those, and then we're going to be taking those up there. So I should have everything. If I planned everything out correctly, we have everything. So I'm also going to be taking those as well. So I have everything. I should have everything that we need. So I have, let's go ahead and just break all of these. Let's just get all of this done here. Ding, ding, gimme, gimme. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So currently we have, they're not gonna stack because they have different settings for the input and output. So redstone furnace, we have 5. We have 7. We have 7. And then pulverizers, we also have 7. So we have 7 and 7. And then if I run up here, grab these 2, that's 8. So now we have 8 pulverizers and 8 redstone furnaces. So if we go in here and count our ores, we have tin, which is 1. We have copper. We have iron. We have yellowite. We have nickel, gold, lead, and and there was another one. Silver. So that's 7. Now we can throw yellowite and uranium in the same one because they both output the exact same ore. There used to be a yellorium, and then there used to be uranium. But I believe they got rid of yellorium, and they just both output uranium. So we could put those in the same one. So we're still good with 8. Now the only issue is now I have to craft more because I want to get rid of the coal. I want to get rid of the nether quartz. I also want to do the redstone, the lapis. I also want to do the diamonds and the draconium ore, the charged Certus quartz, the quartz. I basically want to get all of these done, but for the time being, the ingots are our main concern. Also, we have a void ore miner in here, because when I was crafting all of the ones downstairs, I placed this one in the world and just to get the items that I needed, and it wouldn't let me destroy it, so I had to craft a new one, shut the server down, and do everything else, and then it let me finally destroy it. So we have one in here. It's not going to go to waste. We're going to need it for tier 2, so I'm going to go ahead and get this all sorted out here. So I don't know if I'll be able to access it down there, but let's go ahead down. I already dug out the area. I already made a little room. So let's head down there. I don't think I finished it, but for the most part, it is somewhat finished. So if we keep heading down here, here we go. So this is what I was thinking here. The walls are waterstone. I thought it was a pretty cool look because it looks like water's moving in it. I don't know. I like the idea of it. I forgot to do this in the tunnel, but that's alright. It's a work in progress. So, let me throw that in there. We definitely need this, 100%. Let me just grab all of these. Now, some of these are upgraded, some of them aren't, but that's no big deal. So, the reason I don't put them out here is because if I have a machine here, and then I have to go in through the top of a cord, you're going to see that. And they do make covers, they do make panels, but sometimes they don't match up with the blocks that I use. So I always throw it back one so it's like recessed into the wall. So the redstone furnaces are going to go on the bottom. Give me a pulverizer. 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 Just give me all pulverizers. That's rude. There you go. Okay. So that's our setup. So we have all of our different ores. So we should have 8 of them. Yep, there's 8. No, so that's not the issue there. Let's go ahead and upgrade all of these just to make sure they're all up to snug here. The 2 of them are going to be signalium. I don't know how to pronounce it. But we do have 2, so I want to put those 2 together. And the reason for that is that's probably going to be the one that's being used the most. So this will probably be iron. That'll be my guess. I mean, eventually I'm going to upgrade them all to that level. But for now, it's fine. So, I don't know which ones have them. Unable to install. That one's full. Not full. Those are full. There we go. Okay, so now they all have the 2 speed upgrades. Now we have to go through and configure each one of these. That's an input. That's output. This is some tedious stuff here, huh? I wish there was a way to copy this and you could just use it on all the machines. Holy Lord. Okay, so blue, orange, 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 blue, orange. It'd be the exact same thing all the way across all of these. Bingo. Okay, so let's take a look back in here. So we need our exporters. Our exporters are going to be on the pulverized or the pulverizers, not pulverized. They're going to be on the pulverizers. So I need some blocks. Can I reach it from here? Cool. That's great. The reason I need blocks is because you have to shift on top of the. You have to shift right click on the pulverizer, or it'll, like if you were to just right click, it goes into the pulverizer. So. Okay, so that's all good. That's all good and dandy there. Now we need our importers on the bottom of the redstone furnaces. At first, we're not going to have any speed upgrades on these. I want to see how quickly it works. I don't think it's going to work as quickly as I want it to, so we might end up doing that this episode, but let's find out. Go down another level because I can't shift click the bottom. I can. Nice, David. Okay. So we have import, export set up. Perfectly fine. Now what we have to do is we have to set up the actual export of what ore I want where. But I do that last once I get power, once I get everything up and running. So, go back here. Let's keep this here just so we have to fill in our holes. I'm going to go ahead and take that. I need more of that though. Do I have any more? Yes, I do. Cool. Do I have a flux point? No, why would I? Okay. So, now I have to get behind it, so let's go this way. That. Okay. Bing, bing. We'll do it here, just so if I have to, I can hover and change it if I have to. I doubt I'm gonna have to, but just in case. Ah. I'm gonna have to change those blocks too. That's gonna annoy me. It's gonna look horrible. I don't have to be down here for the importer. Actually, I might have to do some speed upgrades on those, now that I think about it. I'm also going to have to change these blocks as well. Change the blocks here to the floor. Change all of those to the water stone. Do I have any water stone? I do. Is it enough? Probably not. Alright. I know you probably can't see that, but just to be efficient. And then... there's nothing I can do about that laser. That's one of our void ore miners, so that's staying. Hey, I'm out. Wait, do these all have power? Good on all of these? Okay, cool. Oh, not in the transmitter range. Let's go back. Hey. Oh, is our system down? Did I use too much power? Oh, I hope I didn't just break everything. Am I out of power? Oh, boy. Nighttime? Yep. And this is the issue with the solar panels. Eventually, a couple episodes, we'll be getting into Draconic Evolution. And there's actually a machine that will make it daytime as soon as it's nighttime by using a daylight sensor. Okay, now we're good. Cool. What is it? Waterstone? Yep. This recipe sucks, by the way. Because even if you have like those in there, it doesn't replace the bucket with good ones. Why am I putting it back in the system? Oh boy. Okay, now I need a chisel. Those ones. Okay. Now that it's daytime, let's head back down. Finish behind it, and then... Oh, I thought it was that one. You good? Good. Perfect. Now we just have to replace these. But I'm going to leave that open because I might have to put speed upgrades, like I said. So let me leave all that open. Let me put all this in here. We're going to need these. So now the only issue with the way that we have it set up, and it's not really an issue, but it sort of is that I don't know how to wirelessly get the information from our system to here. I don't know if that is what the network receiver and transmitter is. It might be. I'm not 100%. So we might have to just run cable and then mess with that in another episode. So I'm gonna try and find out exactly where this is at. I think it's this way, right? That's far down, man. That's real far. It has to go. Try something real quick. Okay. Ooh, iron. I think I'm too low. I'm way too low. What am I doing? Let's try here. This is the floor, so I have to go down more. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. Go out one more. Wow, that's far. Holy good lord. Oh yeah, this is... I definitely don't have enough cable for that, huh? I have to go down. Up one. Trying to get a direct path to it. Straight this way. Straight down. Like I said, this probably isn't the most efficient way if we'll be messing with that network receiver and everything in between episodes. Not in between episodes, but in a few episodes when we get a little bit of everything working here properly. But that should work. Theoretically. Theoretically, that should have no issues working. Unless the cable can't be that long. Because that's also a possibility. But we'll find out, because all we have to do is just set one to smelt gold, and we're good. 3, not 2. Let's go back. Does that look horrible? You could see it, but nothing horrible. What do I have? Iron, I think. Okay, so it's pulling it in. Inserting it in. Go look at our iron ingot. Okay, it's working. I don't really need a speed upgrade either. The only issue we're gonna have until the backup's gone like until the backlog is gone, this secondary might fill up. So we might have to come back and check on it every once in a while because, like on the ones where there's a lot of ores, for instance, the copper and the tin, the secondary within 400, 100% that'll fill. So we'll definitely have to come back and check it out. Not caps lock. Put those away. We don't need any of that. We don't need any of that. Or that. Or that. There we go. Or this. Okay. So that's smelting fine. It's importing fine. Okay, so we have nothing wrong with that. Okay. So let's just go straight down the line. We need tin. We need copper. We need yellowite. We need nickel. Gold. Lead. These zombies, man. I'm gonna have to place like silencers everywhere. Already got that. Uranium, I'm gonna set underneath that. Silver. That's the 8. So, tin. Copper. Yellowite, uranium. Nickel. Gold. Lead. Silver. That is a lot of power usage. What's this bad boy using right now? Come on, let me click it. It's only pulling out 2,000. I think our network only has, what, 4,000? And then the ore miners are pulling, like, what, 2,400? So yeah, it's pushing. It's pushing it. Yeah, we're already on 16 of the nickel. Yeah, those are going to be filling up. But it'll work for now. Until the backlog's gone, until the whatever you want to call it. I'm calling it backlog. Until that's gone, we should be fine. But these mob drops might be causing us some issues here in a little bit. Not right now, because we do have 1064K drives that haven't even been touched. But this is getting a little out of hand here. So we only have 189 of the iridium. What I could do just to, as we're nearing the end of this episode, but what I might be doing here is, I keep forgetting that we're using an elevator. I don't know why, but so right now this is the only one that has the crystal laser lens. That has a clear. That has a clear. That has a clear. So the crystal lens raises your chances from 1% to 4%. So if I do that on all the other 3 as well, theoretically, we should be good there. Or are we good for a tier 2? Because if we get a tier 2, we can convert one of these to a tier 2 and leave the other ones tier 1. And with this ore miner tier 2, there's some modifier spots, and we can put some speed modifiers. Ooh, I don't know. I mean, we need 6 right there, so that's 54 right off the bat. And then you're going to need at least 24 of these, so that's another 48. So that's 90. We'll just say 100, but you probably need more, so we'll say 120. What do we have? Yeah, what do we have? I'm guessing like 120. We have 180. So we should have enough for a tier 2. However, we could just convert what we have here into 3 more crystal lenses, let it run for a little bit, and then check back in on it. Like in between episodes. What was a crystal lens? What does it take? Ooh, 6. That's 54. That's 54 a piece. That's using all of it, I think. How much do we have? 27. So if I was to make 3 more of these, we're stuck with 27. And are these running at full capacity right now? 660. I want to make sure they're all running full capacity, because if they're not, then it's not worth it. 660. They only use 660. If you right click on the actual machine itself in the bottom left, I just touched my screen again because I think that you guys are me and you're looking at what I'm touching and you're sitting next to me, but I know you're not, so you can't see me, but just wanted to point it out because I keep doing it. But if you right click it, look at the bottom left, it says FE per tick, 660. And if you right click your flex point, if you have it connected directly how I have it, or if you have a pipe in between, it should show it also, you're outputting 660. So all of these are running at full blast. So me personally, I think it's better if we do the crystal lens. Because if we were able to get 189 with in a day, with just using the one crystal lens. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. But if we were able to do it with just one, I mean, with 4 of them rolling full capacity for a good 24 hours, we should have absolutely no problem. So we are starting with 27. So in 24 hours, I'll be checking back in because next episode we are most likely going to be, well, not most likely, we probably will be, even though that's the exact same output of the words, just different usage, possibly, and could be exact same thing. Get rid of this here. We need a bow, and the reason we need a bow is I want to go to the end, kill the end dragon, and the reason I want to do that is so we can get into some draconic evolution. There's a lot of stuff to do in draconic evolution, a lot of stuff that takes time, takes resources, and a lot of other stuff that we're gonna have to do, because the main aspect of everything is the draconic cores, the wyvern core, the awakened core. So the draconic core, diamond, gold, and draconium ingot. We have some draconium dust that we just smelt into ingots, not an issue. We go to wyvern, however, which is where your tools are, and a lot of your other recipes. It requires a nether star. So that's where you have to get into a wither farm and a wither killer. You also have to have a wither skeleton farm to get the skulls. You have to have a good way of getting the skulls, and then from getting the skulls, you have to get a wither builder, a wither killer. You have to go to the end to get all the draconium dust that you can find, and then if you use all the dust and you need more, you have to go find a meteor that's like thousands of blocks away that you have to go to and mine it out of the air. A lot of stuff to do in it, a lot of process, so I want to get to it as quickly as possible. Because the mod is wonderful. It is magnificent. If you have the highest armor, which is draconic, the wyvern's good. Don't get me wrong, it's good. But if you have the draconic, and you have it fully upgraded, like there's a dragon that we have to go kill, chaotic dragon. It's vicious. It's vicious. But this will also help with our solar panels, because there is a where is it? No, it's in this. I know 100%. Celestial manipulator. Celestial, I believe, that's like the way the stars or sun or whatever that word means. It's to me, you could change it between day and night. That's what I need. So as soon as it's nighttime and it receives a redstone signal from a daylight sensor from vanilla Minecraft, it automatically makes it daytime. So our solar panels will always work. We'll never have to worry about hitting this bed again. Makes everything a lot easier. Very straightforward. Hopefully our lava here keeps up, because if we can't keep up with lava, we're kind of screwed. Because that is our main power source right now. That's 4,000 RF. I think this is only outputting 700. Yeah. So we might be upgrading this next episode. We might be getting a bow next episode. And also finding the end dragon and then saving the kill for the next episode. The following episode, not the next episode. But I don't think it'll take that long, so we might be able to do everything in one. In between episodes, I'm going to be getting rid of all of this garbage too. I'm going to be organizing, fixing. I might, on the other side of where our ore processing is, I might take all of these down there, but I also might just line these up right here. Just so there's something in here. Like, just run the power underneath, just so we have some machines here as well. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this episode. Next episode, like I said, we're going to be doing the bow, the end dragon, and getting started with draconic evolution. So, feel free, if I can speak. I've been talking for a good 40 minutes straight, so bear with me. Feel free to like, subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so you're notified when the next video goes live. And I will catch you guys in the next one.